All right, friends and family, homies and non-homies. Today we're doing a review for the movie Captain America: Brave New World. I never done a movie review before. I've done one video game review, but I thought that was shit. So if you want to go watch it, I guess go watch it. But how I do my reviews is I'm trying to do the fastest I can do it, and yeah, if you want a confirmation, go ahead and watch it. I like the movie. Some people on Rotten Tomatoes gave it 80%. So I think that's a not bad score, being it a Marvel movies. We got Anthony Mackie in the screen right here. He looks pretty cool with his helmet on and stuff, right? He looks like he knows what you're up to, right? So and he probably thought you might be watching the movie anytime soon, right? So this is my review. It's gonna be ghetto as shit, and I'm gonna play the trailer and talk about some parts of it, so I can talk about what I saw compared to it in the movies. So we got um, Anthony Mackie's or Captain America's friend Isaiah, I think his name was,
Here I am.
and over there, obviously, if you don't know Captain America, he stands up for people, you know, for people in need, especially, in my opinion, Americans or even people in the whole world just trying to do better, right? So that's how I view Captain America is doing it, you know, being a cool guy for everybody, no matter the cause, right? To me, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I would say it was maybe on par of Captain America: Winter Soldier, but I would give it a little lower rating for that. I'd probably give Winter Soldier a 90 and give Brave New World an 85. So it's not that bad. I didn't hate it every step of the way, but there are some things that I would like to call out. So right here, we're gonna start the YouTube video. Sorry for pausing it.
You want to help me? Is there anything you remember?
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, Thaddeus Ross.
All right. So there you can see a bunch of flashing lights. You probably thought to yourself, "Oh, this guy right here is a sleeper agent or some shit like that." But if you go to the movies and watch the reason why he's locked up right now, you would understand. So it sets up the setting. It sets up the premise of the problem. Why Captain America is really passionate about this investigation that he's doing, and obviously they're using um, President Ross, the same guy that conducted experiments with Bruce Banner back in the older Hulk movies. So they're trying to get this the old movies back into the more modern Marvel movies. So I think that's pretty cool because I watched the old Hulk movies and I kind of like them, but not too much, I guess. But I like that they're bringing some stuff back from the past. So you see them, they're getting attacked, a whole chaos ensues,
Whatever
and
this
you can
is,
see
Captain,
the
be
drama in
careful.
their faces. So I'm gonna turn it out a little bit. Sorry.
What do
All
I do?
There were five shooters. This was a coordinated terrorist attack.
right. So this lady, I feel like she was super underused. N- She might be in the screen way too many times. That sounds kind of mean, but I'm saying that she's in the movie a lot of the times, but I feel like she was really underused. Um, I wouldn't bag on her acting acting ability because it kind of felt like she was doing her best. Um, but her whole premise in the movie kind of gave me a little not that good type feeling. So the apparently she's like a an old widow operative that turned good and now works for the security for the White House or mainly for the president, right? But it kind of didn't feel like it. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
I was a wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president.
Ooh.
Compromised. Let me fix it. Watch yourself. You're not Steve Rogers.
This is like the most highlighted thing for me is the president saying that you're not Steve Rogers. The best thing about this movie is um, Falcon or Anthony Mackie or the new Captain America is exactly what he's portrayed as. He's not Captain America. He's not the sidekick anymore. He is the hero Captain America. And the reason I like it is because he doesn't act like Steve Rogers. He doesn't want to try to be Steve Rogers, and he's doing what he can for the greater good, right? So that's one of the things I like is he is what he wants to be, like that. He said it himself. He's not Steve Rogers.
Wait for it.
In the movie, there were a lot of actions. The fighting scenes were kind of lacking, in my opinion.
I can't trust
Uh,
anyone.
the CGI was pretty good. The combat was
This feels
pretty
right.
epic, in my opinion.
Captain
Got
America.
me through the edge of my seat and
Doesn't have
whatnot,
to.
whatever, right?
Who's playing who?
Okay, so we see this guy right here. It kind of felt like they were trying to do the who's doing who thing in like in Winter Soldier, like who's the real bad guy, who's not, things like that. There's secrets in the state, and Captain America is trying to do things right. So they're trying to, in my opinion, trying to do the same thing, but it has its own personality, if that makes any sense. So obviously, this is the bad guy, right? But there's also some things that the movie doesn't tell you, so that it keeps the mystery going. Uh, this part of the movie was probably my favorite. So
Someone's
if
been pulling
they're trying to
strings on
show you
everything.
guys
Under
that
arrest.
that part is cool, right? So, but it was, I
Valuable
like
shit
it.
that I can't control.
That was probably my favorite part of the movie.
Captain America caught without his wings. You like to play dress up?
All right, so I want to go back over here with the Celestial. Oh, I guess I lost it. Oh, okay, okay, I can't find it. So I like that they're trying to say that they've been keeping the Celestials like out in the shadows, or like in the shadows. I mean, and it feels nice. Actually, them showing it back up, because they were like not prevalent in the other movies until now. And I like that they're setting up some kind of political issue with it. And I like that they what you call it, they have a reason for that political problem. At the same time, it kind of feels like underwhelming. But at the same time, I would say it was 50-50, underwhelming, overwhelming type shit. So in my opinion, that was like a good problem to talk about in the Marvel universe.
State's orders.
Like, what are we gonna do with the Celestial
This is a
thing,
trap.
right?
You don't even know what this
All right, let me pause that again. So the fighting scenes, like the bare knuckle, you know, man to man, hand to hand combat stuff, I wasn't really sold on it, but it was still pretty good. Um, my issue is this lady. This lady is like standing 4.8, 4'8", right? 4 foot 8 inches, and she probably weighs about 80 pounds, and she's wrestling these security guards that are probably twice the weight of her, and she's just knocking him down with whatever weight she got, right? And my issue is she's just taking them down like better than Black Widow. While Black Widow was a lot better in using what you call them, gadgets. something that humans do when they're overpowered. But her, she's walking around like a spider monkey. Like, Jesus, lady. Like, where did you get all that fucking weight from? Fucking, she got some wind powers or something. Trying to knock these people out. But at the same time, I don't know this character. I don't really read the comic books. So, yeah, that was my problem. Look at her fucking manhandling these people. Oh, let me go back a little. Another problem I had was this lady, the one of the Secret Service lady. Right? Oh, well, you kind of saw it, right? Bubble, bubble. That this lady, she apparently she was like Captain America's best friend or something like that, and she was supposed to be the lady in the inside, but she was used not very well, and she didn't have a lot of scenes in the movie, but she was still there, and you know that she's there, but she didn't really do much other than uh act like she cared, if that makes any sense. So definitely, if you guys are gonna bring this lady back, at least fucking use her. You know, she, she's a human being. I'm
Since when were they red?
not gonna spoil the ending part or that part or this part. Um, I like this part. Like it, this shows that even very well underpowered, you know, Captain America is still Captain America. I can do this all day type attitude. That's what I like. Like nobody else, not one human in the Marvel universe from the movies ever fought uh, a Hulk uh, one on one, man to man, and he has a shield and his two fucking birds. This dude fucking was like, "I'm gonna fuck you up," and he fought the Red Hulk straight on. That's what I fucking like. If this is one of the things that made you want to watch this movie, definitely, it was a pretty good fight in my opinion. But yeah, uh, I mean, you can argue that Iron Man faced Hulk one on one, but he had the Hulk Buster. Like he has a shield and wings. He didn't even use the wings that much. So, but yeah, definitely this fight. It really shows how he can be Captain America in his own way. So the conflict with the president, um, there was a lot going on with that, and I like the pacing was pretty good. There was a fight, or there was a conflict with Captain America and the president and the president, and then the president and his political world. So I thought that was pretty good. So in the beginning of the movie, they had this really cool intro where they showcase the Captain America's abilities and his guy on the chair type relationship, and it other than the fight scenes, um, I like that it sets up the movie overall. Another thing that I like is there was no political messaging. It was just Captain America doing his thing and trying to do right by his friends and the interests of the country. If there was any political messaging, I didn't fucking notice it. So if you noticed it, maybe you're just digging a little too deep. All right. So it ain't that deep. My other problem is the villain when he's out and about. It seems like nobody is trying to track him or anything like that. Like who's letting this guy walk around all looking like jacked up and shit? So that was my other problem. Like this ugly motherfucker just walking around like he's he owns the place and nobody dared to call him or even reported him. So that was my other problem. Overall, I like Sam as as Captain America. I like that the president's portrayal and bringing back the old movies was pretty good. I didn't like the security lady and how underwhelming she is in the movies, but maybe in the future she might be better. But overall, I like the movie. If you try out and go see the movie for yourself, it's been out a week. I think you guys should give it a chance. It wasn't as bad as people were hyping it up to be. So if you're me, just a normal dude, not a nerd, not a Marvel fan, just not knowing what's going on, you might like it, but I would say maybe watch the old movies and maybe watch the show as well. I didn't like the show, but it sets up some lore. So yeah, but if you like the review, uh, I guess subscribe. Uh, you don't have to like it. I guess just take in what I said. You know what I'm saying? All right, okay.